Hello, and welcome to this episode of In Discussion With from Pharmacy Update Online. Today I'm talking to Moyra Cosgrove about the therapeutic use of cannabidiol. So, Moyra, please can you start by introducing yourself?
Yes, hello, my name's Moyra Cosgrove. I am Head of Nutrition for Naturecan, which is a CBD company based in the UK. With Naturecan, I am responsible for the novel food application for CBD or cannabidiol, to give it its full name, in the UK, and that was submitted to the UK Food Standards Agency. I'll talk a bit more about that in a moment. My other responsibilities with Naturecan include advising on all of their nutritional range to ensure everything is nutritionally correct and evidenced. And I manage Naturecan's research partnership with Liverpool John Moores University. I'm part of that CBD research team.
Do we need to take cannabidiol, CBD, seriously? Is it just for the worried well, or does it have real therapeutic value?
CBD increasingly is being recognised as a mainstream therapy rather than alternative. And the reason for that is really the increasing body of evidence for CBD in various health conditions, coming from very credible sources in the scientific community. Now, there are prescription forms of CBD available. So that in itself tells you something, because there is no way these products would be licensed by the MHRA if they weren't safe and they weren't evidence-based. Here, though, we're talking about consumer CBD, and it's something that is available over the counter, it's available online, and it isn't going to go away. The interest from the consumer is growing all the time.
Let's get into detail. And my first question is, what is the endocannabinoid system?
The endocannabinoid system helps with the regulation of homeostasis. It's really a network of receptors that respond to cannabinoids such as CBD and THC. So it's vital in regulating the systems of the body. There are receptors in the brain and in the immune system and in the periphery. And these receptors are associated within the endocannabinoid system with pain and inflammation pathways.
Thank you. So how might CBD be used therapeutically? I understand there are a number of possible indications.
Someone might consider taking CBD for inflammatory conditions, such as arthritic pain or muscle pain even, for sleep problems. And increasingly, we know it seems to help with reducing pain. Now, there's also evidence for a neuroprotective effect. And this, of course, could be really interesting in concussion, for example, which is a closed brain injury. Now, I must stress that more research is needed in this area, but certainly they have found some evidence of suppressing the inflammation resulting from a concussion injury.
That's very interesting. Now, how is CBD administered, and is there a bioavailability issue?
Bioavailability is an issue with CBD. It's fat soluble, so it's not readily absorbable. Now, the bioavailability depends on the route of administration. It can depend on the dosage, and there's now evidence to show that feeding status actually has an implication. So if you ask me which is the most bioavailable and rapidly absorbed, that would be inhalation, in other words, vaping. Now, not for a moment would I suggest that anyone who doesn't currently vape should take it up to use CBD. But if they do and they want a rapid absorption into the bloodstream, then that is the best way. Now, there are also CBD oil drops, and I'll just show you what these look like. So what happens with this is that you literally drop under the tongue. So you will, not the whole pipette, but you will drop the amount of drops that you're taking to get the dosage under your tongue and leave it there for a couple of minutes before swallowing or before taking any water. And this allows sublingual buccal absorption. So that's the next best way of getting rapid uptake into the bloodstream. There are oral forms as well, of course, and some people do prefer them. So if you're taking a capsule form like this, then clearly it's got to go through the digestive system. So that is going to take longer to be absorbed. Nevertheless, it's convenient and many people do prefer it. But if you do take capsules, much better to take with food.